When the sun has gone to sleep and the stars begin, close your eyes, don't be afraid, 'cause dreams are waiting for you in the shade. Twinkle, twinkle, little glow. Twinkle, twinkle, time to take it slow. Up above the world, dreams are dancing, see them twirl. Twinkle soft and bright, gently through the night.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to Have You Heard This One? Adjacent Style. This is when we get to tell nighttime stories to you. So I hope you have your red light therapy going on. You did all your moisturizing. Maybe you have those gloves on for just getting all comfy, get your skin all right.
Yeah,
Right
have
and
good
tight.
lotions that you like to put on at night doesn't make you feel oily or greasy or whatever. Let us know. I've been using the what's the oily stuff called?
The oily stuff.
You know the oily stuff?
I can't remember it right now.
It's the rose gold castor oil.
Castor oil. Yeah, your
And-
skin's looking good.
And I have to, I feel like my skin's good, but then I have to wash my pillow.
How much are you putting on?
I put it on my face and my chest, and then it's a
Oh,
grease pit.
good.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Shelly's going to tell another bedtime story.
Buckle up. This one is way overdue.
Was it scaly?
There should have been, now I'm a closed door thriller person. I don't like scary stuff, in case y'all haven't noticed. In case you
Okay.
haven't noticed, Jody, like Rita McFadden is like me pushing the limit.
That's true.
Okay. Have you heard this one?
I don't know. Maybe.
How you holding up there?
I'm all right.
Doing okay?
Oh, yeah.
Checking in on everybody?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
The girl who learned that every chapter matters.
Mhm.
Chapter 1. A May morning in Arlington. Once upon a time, on a warm May 22nd morning in Arlington, Texas, a little girl named Jordan Cannon entered the world.
Oh, not our Jordan.
Jordan, from the very beginning, Jordan had energy. Not the sit quietly and watch the world kind of energy. Jordan had the kind of energy that made her want to run towards life. She wanted to move. She wanted to compete. She wanted to learn. She wanted to be part of a team. She wanted to know what was happening, why it was happening, and how she could be part of it. She grew up beneath the wide Texas sky, surrounded by big dreams, busy days, and believed that something exciting might be waiting around every corner.
Aw.
Jordan did not yet know where her story would take her. She only knew she was ready to go.
Oh, Jordan.
Chapter 2, The Athlete. As Jordan grew older, she discovered athletics. She loved the rhythm of practice, the sound of the shoes hitting the ground, the focus before competition, the friendships built through fun workouts, hard days, and shared goals. Athletics taught Jordan how to keep going, and even when she was tired, it taught her how to be part of a team. It taught her that success was not always about winning. I don't think she likes that one. And sometimes success was just showing up, and it was trying again. Sometimes it was trying again. And sometimes it was helping the person beside you finish. And she's very good at that. Jordan was strong, determined, and ready to see how far athletics might carry her. But sometimes life changes the game without asking permission.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 3, The Unexpected Interruption. Jordan's athletic journey was interrupted when NF entered her story. Suddenly, the path she imagined looked different. There were questions, there were appointments, there were changes she had not chosen. There were moments when Jordan had to grieve what might have been while learning to face what was. But NF did not get to decide who Jordan would become. It may have interrupted her athletics, but it did not interrupt her determination. It did not take away from her intelligence, and it did not take away from her humor, and it did not take away from her ability to build an incredible, remarkable life. Jordan learned that strength is not always loud. Sometimes strength is getting out of bed when life feels unfair. Sometimes it is adjusting the dream instead of giving up. Sometimes it's deciding that one difficult chapter will not be the whole story.
That's right, Jordan.
Go, Jordan, go. Chapter 4, The Road to the University of Texas.
Hook 'em horns.
Hook 'em horns. Jordan kept moving forward. Her journey eventually led her to the University of Texas. The 40 acres were filled with students, traditions, opportunities, football, late nights, trivia. She loved trivia, big ideas, and even bigger karaoke. Her beautiful voice, big ideas, and even bigger personalities. Jordan found herself surrounded by people who wanted to create, communicate, and understand the world. She learned in classrooms and took advantage of every opportunity. She learned through experience. She learned by paying attention. She built relationships. She discovered that focus and discipline she had developed through athletics could be used in new ways.
Absolutely.
There were stories everywhere. Behind every game was a team. Behind every broadcast was a crew. Behind every person was a journey most people never saw. Jordan had always known how to notice the details. Now she was learning what to do with them. Chapter 5.
Woo!
Oh,
I love it.
The world of ESPN. Jordan's road took her into the world of ESPN through Longhorn Network. To many people, ESPN was the place where games appeared on television as if by magic.
Wow.
Ta-da! But Jordan knew better. Behind every broadcast were countless people working together. Working together. They were producer, editor, camera operators, researchers, writers, technicians, people checking facts, watching clocks, solving problems, staying calm.
Oh,
I don't even know how they do all this, but absolutely nothing was going according to plan. Jordan understood that world. It required focus, teamwork, quick thinking, patience.
Oh my gosh.
And the ability to quietly handle 20 problems while everyone else believed what was going perfectly. In many ways, it felt a lot like athletics. Everyone had a role. Every second mattered. The audience might only see the finished product, but Jordan understood the work happening behind the scenes so well. That was where she learned an important truth. Some of the most valuable people are not always standing in front of the camera. They are the ones making sure the camera turns on.
Yes.
And it's focused on the story that the community wants to hear. And they are actually like authors of the story.
That's right.
They are telling us what to watch and how to watch and how to feel about it. And then they get the commentators involved and we rich on and everything.
It's so much work.
Chapter 6, The Greatest Friends. Along the way, Jordan found something even more valuable than impressive jobs or exciting opportunities. She found incredible friends. Jordan is one of those friends.
She's a stop, drop, and roll friend. She will be there at any moment for you.
Gosh, she shows up. The kind who knows the full story, the kind who can laugh with you until you cannot breathe.
And the best laugh ever.
Oh my gosh. And sit quietly beside you when there are no perfect words. Jordan's friends became part of her chosen family.
So true.
They celebrated her birthday every May 22nd. They listened to her stories. They supported her dreams. They reminded her who she was when life became complicated. Jordan knew how lucky she was. Not everyone finds friends who stayed through every version of life. Jordan does. She shows up for everything. And because Jordan understood the value of good friendship, she gave it back.
Right back. Always. Tenfold.
Tenfold. She listened. She encouraged. She remembered the details. She showed up for the people she loved. The greatest friendships are never built through grand gestures alone. They are built through 1,000 small movements that say, I am here. I am here. And we know that with Jordan.
Absolutely.
Chapter 7, the music that followed her everywhere. Jordan loves music.
Yes, she does.
Music had a way of filling the space that ordinary words could not reach. There was music for long drives, music for working, music for celebrating, music for remembering, music for days when everything felt possible. Man, that voice.
Like an angel.
Jordan understood that right song could change the entire mood of a room. That voice is just incredible. Theater music, so good. She knew the power of music could make a story feel bigger. It could turn a simple moment into a memory. It could make someone feel less alone. She knows the power of music. You know, it eventually became part of the magic she helped create for others.
Oh my gosh.
Chapter 8, the book with the dragons. Jordan also loves books. She's
a reader.
Talk about books. Some were thoughtful, some were adventurous, some were mysterious, some are fantasy, and some involved very attractive people with dramatic romance and dragons, especially the ones with dragons. Jordan could disappear into those stories for hours. There were kingdoms to save, enemies to defeat, secrets to uncover, impossible relationships to navigate, and dragons. Did I mention the dragons? There were dragons. There were dragons.
Lots of dragons.
There were some dragons.
Fantasy.
Sexy dragons? I don't
Gross.
know. They remind us that people can survive impossible things. She loved books. They show us that the strength comes in many forms. They teach us that the person who begins the story is not always the same person who finishes it.
True.
Chapter 9. This is our longest bedtime story yet.
I love it.
And as well it should be.
Yes.
Chapter 9, the call from two feral sisters.
That's us.
Years later, Jordan's path crossed two feral sisters, Shelly and Shody. They had microphones. They had stories. They had big dreams.
They kept changing their dreams.
They also had many ideas. So many ideas. Ideas in the morning. Ideas late at night. Ideas right after the recording. Ideas immediately after Jordan just finished editing the previous idea. Shelly and Shody call themselves the hosts of the adjacent podcast. Other people occasionally call them feral. George quickly realized both descriptions were accurate. The sisters wanted to create a place where real people could share real stories. They wanted to introduce their listeners, caregivers, teachers, artists, authors, bonus, business owners, advocates, neighbors, They had guests, they had microphones, and what they needed most was someone who could take all that energy and turn it into something that could actually listen to
and edit it.
Jordan Cannon.
Yes.
Chapter 10, the executive producer. Jordan became the executive producer of Shody Media. And we are so thankful. This meant she entered a magical land filled with audio files, video clips, music, deadlines, and folders with names like final episode updated again. And of course,
Poor Jordan.
use this one. Jordan handled it all. She edited, she organized, she solved the problem, she helped shape each episode.
She did.
She
protected us from ourselves.
She knew when a pause needed to cut it, when the C word needed to be removed.
That's true.
When a laugh made the whole story better. She knew the music could help a moment land. She helped every guest sound like the best version of themselves.
Yes.
And the audience heard a conversation. Jordan heard every tiny piece that made the conversation work. Chapter 11. Jordan understood something Shelly and Jolie deeply believe. Everyone has a story worth telling. Some stories were funny, some are difficult, some are hopeful, some even involve loss, resilience, and starting again. Jordan treated each one with care.
Mhm.
She knew that behind every recording was a person trusting the adjacent podcast with part of their life that mattered to her. She had lived enough chapters of her own story to understand that people are more than the hardest thing that has happened to them. They are more than a diagnosis. They're more than an interruption, more than one set season. Jordan helped create a space where people could be seen as a whole human being. And with every episode she produced, she quietly reminded them, your story matters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chapter 12. Late at night. The light stayed on. The light that stayed on late at night after the microphones were turned off. One small light often remained inside Shody Media. Jordan sitting in front of her screen after working a full-time job.
Yeah.
Have a social life.
Yes.
Oh my God, the music playing softly behind and her wish to be in bed with her dragon books. Oh my gosh, just waiting patiently for her to finish. On the screen were voices, stories, and laughter. There were moments from people who might never have met without the podcast. Jordan adjusted one final sound. She checked one final detail. Then she pressed publish. Somewhere a listener found a new favorite local business. Someone heard a story that made them feel understood. A nonprofit gained a new supporter. A guest found the courage to keep going. The lonely, long nights became a little less lonely. Jordan did not always see those moments, but she helped create every one of them.
Absolutely.
That girl who kept moving forward, chapter 13. Jordan's story had begun in Arlington, Texas on May 22nd. She had been an athlete. She had faced enough. She had studied at the University of Texas. She works in the world of ESPN. She has built extraordinary relationships.
So true. She's so loving.
A beautiful trip to Greece with a big group of friends.
How lovely.
She filled her life with music, books, and more than a few dragons. And she had become the executive producer of Shody Media, sharing stories with the world. Her path had not always gone according to plan. The best stories rarely do, but every chapter had prepared her for the next one. Athletics taught her discipline, and F taught her resilience. The University of Texas expanded her world. ESPN taught the power of teamwork behind the scenes. Her friends taught her the importance of showing up. Music taught her how emotion moves through a story. Books taught her that dragons are sexy. And Shody Media gave her another place to bring it all together. So tonight, chapter 14. Good night, sweet Jordan.
Good night, sweet Jordan.
At last, the screens grew dark. The microphones rested. Shelly's asleep, so there's no new ideas popping up. The music has faded. The dragons waited between the pages of Jordan's book. At least for the next 6 minutes, Jordan smiled, turned off the final light, and headed to bed.
Oh, well deserved.
Very much. Tomorrow there would be more stories, more laughter, more music, more unexpected adventures, and Jordan would be ready. Thank God, thank God, thank God. Because she had learned long ago that life does not have to follow the original plan. So good night, University of Texas. Good night, ESPN. Good night to the greatest friends. Good night, music. Good night, books. Good night to all the handsome dragon writers. Good night, Shody Media. And good night, Adjacent Family. And good night to our sweet, amazing
Jordan.
gosh, the athlete, the fighter, the friend, the reader, the music lover, the storyteller, and the executive producer who helped make all this magic happen.
We love you, Jordan.
We love you so much. Oh my gosh.
You are the heart and soul. We love you so much. We couldn't do it without you. So good night, Jordan. Good night, guys.